You are now listening to Talk is Cheap FM. Brought to you by Bet the Tuesday.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker. Yo. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? It's another episode of Talk is Cheap FM. I'm just knocking them out, man. This is a episode where I am going to be taking in callers. So hopefully I'll have a caller calling me pretty soon. But anyways, man, I hope you guys enjoy my YouTube channel. I'm doing one-off skits. You know, you guys are introduced to Pastor Cavarcier, where he's just talking, you know, he's talking his shit, doing what he does, you know. And there's a lot of stuff going on, man, that I still want to cover, man. I want to cover up more. I want to cover more issues about Me Too, Time's Up, cover more stuff about consent, and just dating in general, man. Dating life. Like, how is it for people across this world? You know what I mean? I'm sorry I have a stuffed up nose. Hopefully this doesn't fuck up the recording. But here's the thing, man. I still, and maybe I'm just fucked up in the head or whatnot, but dating nowadays. Yep, here's a call. Hold up. Let's see if I can plug this in. Hello?
Yo, what's going on, fam?
Yo, what's going on, man?
Cool, you know, about to do this workout thing.
That's right. All right, hey, this is your time to introduce yourself, and just let everybody know who you are, what you do. You don't have to give out your real name if you don't want to. And then, I just got we're just gonna have a conversation, right? So we're just gonna shoot the shit for a little bit, because I know you probably got shit to do, and then we'll just keep it moving. So the stage is yours.
Wow, I gotta introduce myself. This feels like a Tinder app. My name is Ross. That's my real name. My you know, I don't do aliases. I am the whoop. What do I do here? Part-time Uber driver, personal trainer, writer, lifter of heavy things, hopeless romantic. Yeah, there we go.
Dang, that's what I'm talking about. When you say lifter of heavy things, do you mean lifting weights, or do you mean lifting big girls?
Whichever's available.
That's my nigga. Yes, I am the same. Yes, exactly. You know what? Before we even get it started, man, I hate when dudes like try to diss big girls. You know what I mean? I get it. People have their preferences, but I mean, come on, man, big girl.
Oh, I love the dudes that diss the big girls.
Yeah,
you said more of them. You know why? Because you can bring all that juiciness right over here.
Yeah, and there's nothing more that'll boost your ego than taking down a big girl. I mean, it's like almost like prehistoric, like that. I can't even, you know what I mean? It's just like that, you know, primitive, like, damn, yes. I know.
I mean, for me, it's not an ego thing. It's just for whatever reason, I don't know. It's wired in my DNA. It's just, you know, I think Kendrick spoke for a lot of folks, you know. Give me some asses with some stretch marks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, give me the real. Give me some, I don't mind. Give me some lumps, some bumps, some rolls. It's all good.
Yeah, and it's a lot safe. I mean, you know, don't get me wrong. There's probably a lot of people out here who are into like transgender women, but I'm just like, listen. The more I see a woman who has plastic surgery, less stretch marks, and you know, weave, heavy makeup, that could be a dude. So let me see some real shit. Let me see I want to see like the C-section scar. I want to see the goddamn wrinkles. I want to see shit that I know. You know?
Like I ain't got the wonder. I got the wonder.
Shit.
And it's weird because me personally, it's extremes for me. It's, you know, it's size 16 and up and fluffy, or is like completely fitness out. I don't know what that is with me.
Yeah.
All women are beautiful, but it's like either give me the fluff or give me the buff. I don't know.
Fluff or buff. You get it? Fluff or buff. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I Listen, man, like I tell everybody, if people really know me, I regulate all shapes. It don't matter if you're big, small, skinny,
Right.
you know, but
Right.
I write comedy and everything like that, and that kind of brings up a joke that I have, and hopefully nobody steals this shit before I hit the stage, but more or less I talk about the difference between big girls, because there is a difference between big girls. It's going to throw a lot of people off, but what I mean by that is that there's a category of big girls that's always been big their whole life. They
Right.
fucking know, like, they're big, right? And then there's a category of skinny girl that turned into a big girl, right? So how I had this joke, and I don't want to say it off, but maybe it's going to spark somebody else's idea to say something similar, right? How I had this joke is that whenever a big girl has been big all of her life, she has that confidence. She knows that she's big. She knows that she's going to have to work extra hard in bed. She knows that she's going to have to do shit that, you know, no ordinary woman can do. You know what I mean? Now, you take that concept and you look at a skinny girl that turned big. Now, maybe it's my bad luck or whatnot, but a lot of skinny girls that I hooked up with just lay there. Don't get me wrong, there's some that are freaks, but they just lay there, and they want you to do what you do, and then they're asking for money or whatnot, right? So whenever a skinny girl becomes a big girl, she has that same concept, and that shit don't work. You can't be a big girl and just lay there. No, you gotta throw it back. You gotta spit in my goddamn face. You gotta, like, grab me and throw me. I'm throwing you. Domestic violence. I'm just joking about the domestic violence part, but you know what I mean, though.
Okay. You know what kills me? You know what I find very interesting?
What?
And maybe it's my luck. Sometimes I come across these bigger women who have concerns about their size. Like, full disclosure, I don't know if there's much better in the world than having a big girl on top. And it's like, sometimes it's like, no, I'm going to smother you. Exactly.
It's like,
go for it.
Yeah, let's do this.
All that juice is right on the chest. That's one of the reasons I live for. It's a great seat. Have a seat.
Challenge accepted. Shit, let's go. I've never backed down from a fight.
Like, listen, I got a front squat somewhere around 275. Trust me, we can get you up there.
Yeah. Man, I heard that, man.
You understand why it's useful.
Like, I tell people, and I keep on repeating this, man. Like, the best pussy that I've ever gotten was from a bigger girl, and she was Mexican. She was from Houston. I don't want to say her name, but I mean.
Well, let's distinguish though, because when we say big girl, usually when I'm referring to a plus size woman, I'm thinking somewhere in the line size 16 and up. But officially, when you say big girl plus size, officially that's size 12 and up. That's like Ashley Graham. No, not Ashley, but I've never thought of Ashley as a thick girl. I just thought of her as, not a skinny model.
Yeah.
I don't look at Ashley Graham and say, "Ooh, that's a big girl." Like,
no, that's like thick and
normal.
busty. That's what I call thick and busty. No, like like she was a big girl. You know what I mean? So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on, we speak the same dialect.
Okay.
She was a big girl. And she did the splits on it, and I couldn't believe her, bro. In the bathroom, on the bathroom floor in the apartment, while her roommate was asleep. Yeah.
So, was it the light or the gas that you ended up paying when this was over?
Oh no, shit! I was actually.
Paid. Oh my God.
I didn't have to pay nothing, man. I think she paid me, man. Damn.
Wow, that's whoa.
Yeah, God.
That's one of those. That's almost a Harlem Nights moment. Like,
yeah.
Put your mother on the phone. I ain't coming home no more.
The shit was incredible. The shit was incredible, man. Listen, I want to kind of get nosy in your life real quick. Tell me. Okay, first, tell everybody where you're from and how the dating scene was there where you were at, and how the dating scene is different because you are relocated, right?
Yeah.
So just explain to everybody that.
Well, see, this is an interesting thing. When I just moved to Dallas from Baltimore, D.C. And the entire time I was in Baltimore and DC, I was actually in a relationship. So I really didn't date at all. I just lived vicariously through those who did. And from what I understand, from one of my women friends, it's dating scene wasn't really good down. Well, dating scene wasn't really good there. Now, being down here in Dallas, I do find the women are nicer. I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know if it's Southern charm, combination of both. But I approached a couple women. Got shot down, but it was the nicest little shoot down ever. Like, ironically, just go figure, and one was engaged, the other one is married, didn't have a ring on. But it's like, okay, I don't feel the tension of the approach.
Wait, hold on. Okay, you're the second person that I interviewed and just talked to that said DC is not some fuck shit when it comes to dating.
Yeah, pretty much.
Secondly, you had dates with chicks that were already engaged and shit, engaged with other people and shit.
No, not me. Not me. But I've talked to my buddies and talked to my women friends about how their dates, and it's bad. It's a lot of facade there. It's a lot of, we're gonna go to this networking event, network, and really it's just one really big ass. Let's go somewhere afterward and try to get it in. And from the dude side of things, from what I'm hearing, it's a lot of dudes who look the part, but really kind of paper thin. So, there's that. Now, on mine, like I said, I was in a relationship the whole time, so I didn't have to worry about going on dates tip. So I just, lived through what everyone else did. And, yeah, it was just not a lot of happy stories. Not a lot of happy dating going on in the DMV.
Fuck, let me think. I'm trying to think, because I have family in D.C. I'm trying to think. D.C., here's the thing, man. Women in D.C., they're aggressive. If they see you and they want you, they're going to approach. You know what I mean? I remember when I first landed in D.C. ever, I was with my cousin, and we stopped over at this chick's house, his friend's house. And she was a redheaded chick. She saw me and she wanted me. Shit was crazy.
Okay.
I don't know if we messed around. I can't remember. But let me tell you, if you want to do some smash and grab or whatnot, wrap it up and go to DC. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm fucking saying. Do that shit. Now, you're here in Dallas and shit.
Right.
Are you hitting the dating scene in Dallas?
Not much. I've been to a couple clubs, but I haven't found the 30 and up spot. I've been to a couple clubs and it looked like a whole bunch of college girls looking to make a mistake or two to get back at their fathers. But other than that, not really.
Are you more of a dating app fellow, or are you a hunter and gatherer, out in the field, putting in work?
That's the part where I mentioned it again. I'm still a hopeless romantic. I'm still more, I'm just going to be in Starbucks one day, and there she is, as opposed to, let me upload this Tinder app. You know what I mean? I've never touched a dating app, no not to those who rock with it, but it just, I've never believed in the app thing. I'm more of a, it's going to happen. Now, granted, I got to put myself out there and make more things happen. And like I said, I'm 0 for 2 recently. A couple of women I came across just really had a real chill vibe to them, asked them out, but one was engaged, one was married. It's okay. So I got to figure out what's going on with that. Okay. So
were the engaged lady and the married lady, were they really flirtatious?
No, they just have a real chill energy about them, man. And I'm MC no game. I have no idea how to be all smooth and such. So we just straight up, I believe in the power to ask. So I'm let me cut to the knife and just ask. One was at the gym, and I'm I just happen to be, we've been talking back and forth a little bit. Not major. I was you know what? She mad cool. Let's see what else is there, besides sweat and sports bras. But she happened to be engaged. I'm okay. Of course, she didn't have a ring on at the gym, so no,
Yeah.
And other lady, I forget what it was, but just a real chill vibe, just nice little thing, and I'm well, shoot the shot, why not? And she's like, oh, I'm married. It's like, oh, no disrespect. And she's like, there's no way for you to know I didn't have my ring on. I'm like, yeah, sure indeed, because that's the first place I always look.
Yo, she didn't have a ring on?
Check the ring finger. Check the ring finger.
She didn't have a ring on?
Nah, she didn't.
What kind of shit? Well, like a lot of people are into that swinging and shit community around here, so who fucking knows, man? Or she could have just been lying. I don't fucking know.
She had that, like, that's the one thing that's been getting me, these women with these sweet little southern accents, like, oh, see, I'm used to hearing things from back up north. I'm used to hearing in Brooklyn. I'm used to hearing in D.C., Baltimore. Like, these little sweet southern accents.
Yeah, so, yeah, those chicks over there, I mean, some of them sound like, fucking dudes and shit. You know what I mean? They got their goddamn Timbs on and shit, kicking up dust, white beaters and shit, So it is a totally different atmosphere.
It is. But, like I said, I'm one of them hopeless romantic dudes. I prefer, real sweet things, and I just haven't found it as of yet. I need to probably be more proactive in doing so. But, you're in that weird place where you more focus on the grind than you are anything else.
Yeah.
And if something comes along, it's like, oh, wow, cool. So that's kind of where it is. But if I see something worthwhile, I'll definitely go shoot the shot. I'm just 0 for 2 right now.
All right, so I got some questions for you. So you brought up on the grind and shit like that. You're more focused. You feel like you're more focused on that than putting yourself out there for the ladies, right? So, and be honest with me, brother. Whenever you find, or has this ever happened to you? Whenever you're on the grind, right? You're doing what you're doing. You're in the streets, and you find a lady friend to your liking, and you guys kick it off and everything like that. Does that take away from your grind?
A little bit, because it's funny. I compared. I got a buddy back in Maryland, and she just got into something new. And I said it's funny because new relationships are kind of like pregnancies. What I feel by that is, when it's new, you gotta keep that protected. Do what you can to nurture it. Hopefully, it grows. And ironically, don't go telling a whole bunch of people about it.
Yeah.
So I think any new relationship, any love interest, is gonna take away from something else. You just can't get too sidetracked. But it's gonna take away because you gotta feed that thing. You gotta put the time in, the phone calls, because you can't text your way into a relationship. I'm sorry. So it's gonna take some actual dates, some actual conversation, and that may come at the expense of. But ultimately, if she's a great partner, it really doesn't come at the expense of, because she's gonna help you grind anyway, and vice versa.
I've never found a girl that helped me grind, but I can see that happening if you're bringing home resources, because she wants some of them resources. So definitely she's going to help you because it's going to help her. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And it just, I find, one thing I have found between the women that I my really close women friends, and just some of the things I see, women are very, this is not newsflash, women are very nurturing. And there's a lot of women that make concessions and really want to just help a brother out. Help a dude out, and it's like that right there is a very, very attractive thing. So like I said, I think that's the case that's where the help and the grind comes in. It's like, hey, what you up to? It's like, well, here's my life. Here's the things I'm working towards. Here's the things I'm striving to do. And the ones that are going to ride with you will give you suggestions. Will say, hey, have you tried this? And that's always like, oh wow, I hadn't even thought about it that way.
Yeah. Would you say, and I'm not being like sadistic or anything like that, I'm just looking at the bigger picture. Would you say a female being nurturing can be used as a tool of manipulation?
I think I think anything, not going all super philosophical, I think anything can be used as a tool of manipulation. Anything can be weaponized, so to speak. You just got to be sharp enough to figure out if that's what's going on.
Yeah.
But I absolutely think you can, but you just gotta be, you gotta be sharp enough to figure out if that's what's going on.
Yeah.
When it's self-serving, when the suggestions seem to benefit her more than you, or it just don't feel right, I think someone will speak to you, but hold on a second, this don't quite jive. But like I said, I think any woman, any man can be manipulative and cope that in what looks like quote unquote assistance. You just gotta keep your eyes open.
Man, that's some gems right there. That's some gems. So you keep on bringing up your hopeless romantic and shit. And before I ask this next question, I do want to ask, what is your favorite hopeless romantic movie?
Because the thing is this, I actually did a blog and I stockpiled my 10 favorite most romantic moments. So I didn't in no particular order. So it's
moments in movies.
It's just in general moments in movies, in song. Like it's certain moments. Like if you remember Love Jones at the very ending, and Darius is like, "I love you, girl." That's urgent like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Or if you go to, of course, Jerry Maguire, "You have me at hello."
Yeah.
And you complete me. Or I think my most favorite moment actually doesn't have words, and then we're going back a little bit. Early John Cusack in Say Anything when he's standing outside her room with a boombox.
With the radio?
And absolutely.
And they're playing
right
Peter they're playing Peter Gabriel and shit.
Exactly. Exactly. That is like the moment. And of course, me being an oddball in high school, I can totally relate to Lori Dobler's character. So I don't know if I have just one, I have a list of my favorite love songs. But Ed Sheeran is responsible for 2 of them.
My favorite love.
It's not one specific thing.
Yeah, my favorite love songs are actually my favorite fuck songs. So, you
throwing. I love when a stripper don't count, homie.
Yo, you crazy, man. You crazy. All right, shit. All right, damn. Almost lost my train of thought. This question I was going to ask you. But you keep on saying that you're a hopeless romantic, right?
Yeah.
Elaborate on that.
Yeah. I, for whatever reason, am wired very interestingly. I love the absolute romance of things. I love doing the sweet little things. Well, one, a lot of it stems from my love language is the only child without physical touch. Like, I know some people have a couple that are close. Mine is like physical touch, and another one is like, I have no idea what number 2 is. So I love doing the little things. It is roses for no reason. It is back rub. It is foot rub. It is we on the couch. At some point, I'm going to be touching or massaging something. It is surprises. It is chocolate. It is note. Whatever little thing I can do to show appreciation for her, air quotes, her presence in my life, that's what I do. And that's just, for whatever, I've never figured out why, but that's just how I'm wired.
Now, I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm going to let you continue. But I do want to interject with this question. Now, do you believe that most chicks nowadays appreciate somebody who has those qualities?
I'm not sure. I'm striking out because I have not come across a lot of women who find value, and maybe it's just where I'm looking at who I'm talking to. But I found the problem is, like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this is a byproduct of guys that fucked up and fucked over so many women. They're just numb. But I've felt for a few women, like, I don't even like me. I don't even like all that cuddling stuff, or I don't like being touched. I'm like, wow. Like, so it's been a challenge finding women who find that aspect of a relationship valuable. I hear a lot more, I want a thug in the street, I want a thug, or I want do in the street, but thug in the bed.
Thug love. That thug love.
Choke me, and I'm like, yo, if you need somebody choking you out and pulling your hair,
I recently, I'm not real big on like choking out or whatnot, but I recently have done that, and like I didn't choke her as hard as I like possibly could or whatnot, because I'm fucking scared. Like, I'm a goddamn black man in motherfucking America.
Right. Like, I was right. Like, you lose control of you lose all muscle control during orgasm. I'm not no small dude. So my hand on your neck at that point in time, we are not running the risk of 10th murder charges. No, I'm cool on that.
No, I don't want to get me too'd. I don't want to get me too, time's up, nothing. You know?
None of that. No.
So I didn't mean to interrupt you. So you run into chicks who want the thug, they want, goddamn Christian.
Like I said, I don't want. I'm very cautious. I do not want to paint all women with a broad brush. It's just the women I bumped into. I just find it interesting. But between the women I physically bumped into and some of the stuff I've seen, on social media, which of course you gotta take with a grain of salt, it's just like the notion of the primitive chest thumping I am man seems to be more desirable than someone who's cut from someone more of my ilk. And I'm not mad at that. It's just, I figure, hey, maybe there's somebody out there who appreciates these things, and, I'll find her eventually.
That's very interesting. Here's the thing, man. I think that you really hit the nail on the head when you said that you bump into chicks who, want the aggressive dude, thug or whatnot. Because mostly that's what they see. That's to them that translates into an alpha male.
I was just about to say, yeah, we are now in the time of the alpha male, but I don't know if anyone's taking the time to define exactly what that looks like. And I think a lot of times alpha male is getting confused with hypermasculinity, and that's, in my estimation, is a little dangerous.
God damn. That's okay. Yeah. Because there's a lot of dudes out there that can portray that, but like you said, that situation in DC, motherfuckers is paper thin. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But at the same time, these chicks out here are they can be promiscuous, and I think it increased because of social media and technology. You know what I mean? And it's not looked down upon to be a hoe. Shit, you better be a hoe. Like, that's what everything, like, whenever I turn on Instagram, bitch, you better be a hoe. You better be showing me your abs. You better be showing me your ass. You better be showing me, and this is what I hate. I hate this. It's cringing to me. And I might be crazy, and I've said this once before. But whenever a chick takes a selfie of herself with her boyfriend, and she's looking into the camera, and he's looking at her, I'm just like, that's cringeworthy, because to me, that's like her almost like saying like he's replaceable, and this is me just subconsciously thinking that like he's replaceable, and you can have his place. Like what?
Insert dude here.
Yeah, I'm just like, yes, exactly. Dude, I'm gonna start saying that shit. Yes, you broke it down that quick. Yes, insert dude here. Like, why the fuck are you looking into the camera while your boyfriend is looking at you? That's fucking
See, I didn't even notice that. Now I'm gonna start paying attention. Damn it.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, like, I have pictures out there like that or whatnot, but those chicks that you see me with have never been my girlfriend, and I'm probably licking their face while she's taking the picture. So, I'm being dead fucking serious. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but
I don't have much of an issue with promiscuity, because the problem is we live in a patriarchal society, and women are way too often still judged on their sexual proclivities. The bottom line is this: look, as long as, and even the whole being promiscuous thing caters to the male ego, because what do dudes always say? You know what I mean? I want to do shit that's doing to anybody. Last thing I want to do is be in a room and this dude's talking about what your ego can't handle it, homie. Because the easy comeback is real simple. That's why Well, that's why you the past. Moving on. Moving on. That's why you the past. I'm the future. Moving on.
No.
You know what I mean? So it's like, as long as the LTD results come back clean, we good to go.
Man, I don't know, man. Like, I am, like, me growing up and everything, of course I was having sex with chicks and all that shit. And I would ask, the chicks, what's their number, what's their body count, and I'll do the simple multiple. They say that you multiply it by 7, divide by 2, and then times it by 3, and then that's the number, right? So, but nowadays, I'm fucking scared because I literally I knew chicks that would have sex with 13 dudes, and I'm just like, man, that's kind of high. But now I'm knowing, I know chicks who have sex with 28 dudes, 30 fucking dudes. Shit. And there's probably some chicks out there that has sex with hundreds of people. I just can't stomach that, bruh.
Well, let me ask you something.
Okay.
Because there's a thing that no one thinks about, or excuse me, men don't think about. You think a chick want community dick though?
Yes. I think she wants community dick, and I say that, and I said, let me explain, right? Or at least retire. I'm saying this in air quotes. Retired community dick, because you want to know the reason why? Because you, and I tell dudes this, you want to be wanted. You want to be wanted. If you're not wanted, your chick don't want you. Meaning, if you're walking down the street and no chicks is looking at you, turning their head to you, then she don't want you. If no chicks, if you're in a little position of power, you're in management, you're a CEO, whatnot, and you got power, and chicks aren't throwing themselves at you, your girl don't want you. So of course, and that's why you see women growing up since they started having sex until now. They'll go around and fuck with a guy who fuck with their friend, and they willingly do that shit. Why? Because that dude wants to be wanted. So whenever you ask that question, do chicks want community dick? Yes, of course, because that to them is almost a social classism position.
Okay, see, I get it, and that's the thing. That's one of the definition. Community dick in the sense of you want the dick that everybody wants. Yeah, you really think Boris Kojo's wife is not well aware that she has a dick that everyone wants? I'm sure she is. But to have the dick that is been everywhere, I think that's the difference.
I don't think that bothers.
You're correct. I will give you that.
I don't think that bothers chicks.
That has been a good 16, 17, 29, 35, 45 holes.
Perfect example. Goddamn Lil Wayne.
Lord. I mean, but I'll say that's a bad example only because when you start talking celebrity, it's a little.
No, but if we even break it down to the simple atom, here's the thing, if you are community dick,
right,
you hold some kind of social status. You might be a good looking light skinned brother. You might be a motherfucking football player, high school football player, whatnot. You are most likely. You are not most likely, but you are in some kind of position of power. You got money or something. So I'm sorry, man. Money and status outweighs goddamn morals to a majority of these chicks out here.
Okay.
You hear about chicks getting flown out to Dubai and getting goddamn ransacked, and they got boyfriends at home and shit. You got money. You do whatever the fuck you want. Don't let me fucking make it. Don't let me fucking make it. God damn. I tell you one thing, I won't be fucking with these hoes, man. Nah. I'm gonna invest in a sex robot, and I'm gonna just fucking.
Not the robot, Joe. Not the robot. Not the robot, Vinny.
Shit.
Oh damn, not the robot.
No, but seriously, the community dick thing, I would say yes. That's just my opinion.
That's interesting. I'm finding, now here's the thing, because of our age bracket, I'm finding there's a lot more women that are going for the shy guy, the quiet guy, the guy that might not have got no play in his early 20s. That definitely works to my favor because I am the shy and quiet guy.
And I got a theory about that.
Which
I
is,
think that the chicks in our age bracket and shit, I'm in my 30s. So the
Alright.
chicks that are 30 right now who want that shy guy and all that shit, they want the nice guy now because the dudes that they were fucking with that had that community dick ain't fucking with them no more. So after they got ran through by the squad, after goddamn Reggie and them, and what was that nigga off of in Chauncey, Reggie and Chauncey and them, after they got through with her, you know, she might even have a kid. Oh well. But after they got through with her and shit, now she wants, you know, now she's done with the bad. She's done with the bad thug love. She don't want thug love no more. She want to get hugged. Well, shit. Yo, it's almost to the point where like I almost get I wouldn't say upset, but I used to get shocked when a chick would try to make me go on a date with her when she knows that I know that she used to get ran through. And I'm just like, why in the fuck would you think I'm going to take you on a date?
Because, you know...
No! You let some nigga that you didn't know goddamn take you back in the parking lot when you was at the club all sweaty and shit, probably fucked you with no condom and shit. You let some nigga that never put in work, never pay for shit, maybe a Plan B pill. But then,
there is don't do that shit no more. So when Baba come along, guess what?
Huh?
Gonna take you on a real date.
You say that one more time?
The lesson there is don't do that shit no more. So when Baba come along, guess what? You're gonna take me on a real date.
Listen, I'm not taking. Oh shit! Hold on. I got another caller, but we gonna let this motherfucker wait. Anyways. No, but that's my theory with chicks like that, man. I'm not. No. If you got ran through and your shit looked like goddamn chewed up bubble gum, nah. We gon'. It's one thing to try to make me take you out on a date, but it's another when you just tell me to come through. That's all I'm saying.
Indeed.
Yeah. Well, shit, man, we just been talking, man. This, like I said, this is an episode, just a conversation. We talked about many of things. Now, I need you. We need to do another little episode in the near future. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll invite you to the studio.
So that's what's good. That's what's good. I mean, you know, if you're coming out, you know, I'm going to the poetry spot on Thursday.
On when? Thursday?
Yes, sir.
This Thursday?
Yep.
Where at? Which place?
Shit, I think it's in Las Colinas.
Las Colinas. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna see what my schedule is like and everything like that, man, because I got all kinds of shit I gotta do. I'm busy. I'm just trying to pay these bills. I'm in these streets, you know, doing photography, doing everything I can, you know, to better my life. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's one good thing about being alone is you only worry about yourself. You know what I mean? So I'm in that position right now. But enough about me. We're about to end this. So do you have any advice, any final last words for the audience that's listening to this?
I mean, you know, just ain't nobody already heard. Live your life and the good things gonna come to you. You know, don't push no issues. If you're looking for love, you know what I mean? Don't break your neck. It's gonna come to you. Just put that out in the universe. Yeah. If you're looking for other shit, don't push the issues. Put that energy out in the universe. Just that energy out in the universe. It's gonna come to you.
That's what's up. Yep. And the best way to look for love is to focus on your goals, because it'll come around the corner. But at the same time, you're gonna have to make that sacrifice to see which one's more important, love or your goals. You know.
Well, if you get lucky, you ain't got to pick. You pick the right one, you ain't got to pick.
True. All right, man. I'm gonna end this podcast like how I always end it, by saying, teach people how to treat you. Sometimes you have to reteach people how to treat you. And like what my grandma used to tell me all the time, ever since I was a little pup, ever since I was goddamn probably in my mama's womb, she used to tell me. Well, she don't tell me no more, but she tells me. She still tells me this shit. She says, "Love everybody, but trust no one." I am your host, Baba Tuesday, and we out. Peace.
All right, man.